we're starting our weekend right. As our night job. This is our 6th shift of the week. Tomorrow's our 7th and our 6th work day of the week, or 2nd work day of the weekend tomorrow, first for the weekend, start of the weekend. So we're here working with my team. We had quite a few things to deal with tonight. I won't talk about it, but had to make sure our staff and everyone on different teams were working together, so it's not bad. I think it's a good night. I mean, a lot of pool here, but I'm just here to essentially be assistance and backup for a lot of things that go on. I have been working here for about 10 years, and I do have 10 years of security experience, ranging from large-scale concerts, music festivals, to clubs, to bars, to even grocery stores. I have done some bank security, some high-profile escorting, as far as like security escorting. So, yeah. But tonight's a good night so far. We'll continue this on because we got a fun weekend. So, stay tuned. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday. Have a good night.
Sorry about that earlier.
No, I got scared. I felt bad.
57. 10:57. Well, it's the end of the night. We made it to the end of our security shift. It's nearly 2 in the morning. There are some hiccups tonight, some busy stuff. Your standard bar, club security incidents. I won't go into details about that, but man, I am tired. Fridays are typically I'd say 17, 18-hour day. So it's a bit exhausting, but I make do, balance things out. I enjoy the work I do, keeps me busy. I don't go out and spend money, rather I make money, and I get to socialize. It's not all just work and no play, but it is busy work, and it's not your standard work, considering you're dealing with inebriated people, and it's like a glorified babysitter for adults situation. So, but we're gonna head home and we're gonna get some sleep, because tomorrow we got a fun day ahead of us. A few errands, but generally some fun stuff to do, and some fun stuff to do this weekend, and I'll show everybody. Austin here from the Trying to Adult channel. We're here at Lodi Comic Con. If you can tell who I'm dressed as, props to you. We're here at Lodi Comic Con, one of the events I like to go to once a year. It happens twice a year. They work with Stockton Con. It's a great convention, always entertaining, so I got some fun for you today. You guys are gonna see some awesome stuff. If you're a One Piece fan and you recognize me, fantastic. If not, that's okay. Check out One Piece. I know it's a long anime, but we're gonna go check out Lodi Comic Con and see what kind of things we get into, see what we see today, see if we see other cosplayers, and probably buy some merch. All right, so let's head in. All right, everybody, so we're walking over to the convention. We had to park about 2 blocks away, but that's all right. We can get our steps in today, get our exercise. Got my handy meat stick here. Fun times. Again, if you're not into One Piece, this character is called Lucky Roo. He is part of the red-haired Shanks crew. He appears very early in the One Piece series, so he's not a main character. He's iconic enough that people recognize him, and it fits my body style. I have a handful of cosplays I usually do. I can do Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. Have the wear for that and the accessories. I also have a King Kai cosplay. I've been wanting to build an Android 19. Now, if I can find some other body styles similar to mine, maybe I'll cosplay those.
Not yet. Just checking things out still. Did you hand draw all the characters in, or did you like? Oh man, that's.
So I have a big 27-inch screen tablet that I draw.
Yeah.
I can take my pen right to it. So these are digital. These ones are traditional graphite pencils.
Wow.
Yeah, everything's $75.
That's cool.
The larger ones, smaller ones like this, probably about $35.
Got all the Pokemon in this.
Yeah, the Pokemon and the Dragon Ball drawings each took me over 1,000 hours.
That's wild. That's some dedication. I'm thinking about one of my cosplays doing like an Android 19. I like Dragon Ball Z because you have so many characters of like different styles and sizes and like different frames. So there's a few that I can actually cosplay if I tried. Same with One Piece, but
The original Dragon Ball definitely had a lot more variation.
yeah. A lot of newer animes don't have a bunch of characters. So, can I get a small print of the Dragon Ball? Sure, which one? Yeah.
I signed it at the bottom.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, have a good one. Lucky Room. Yeah, Lucky Room. Yeah. Thank you. I try to find characters I can cosplay to my body style, so it's a bit of a challenge, but no characters exist. I really like One Piece because they have like such a variety of like characters. So it was something simple I could put together. It was kind of hard to find a meet though. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you got the chopper. Yeah, I haven't kept up with the manga in a few months, but I know. That's still a good place to get to. Like, you're not super far behind as far as the anime, because the anime's almost caught up to the manga, but not yet. Series, or is that just like one of your characters? It was actually, it's not, so in Tailspin, there's a scene with the okay. And that piece is heavily inspired by it. Gotcha. So, something caught my eye, like, it is from Tailspin, but, you know, I rendered it more, I added the background, you know, just having a drink on, like, a balcony, but I made it more like an observer of the library, radio, and stuff. So, that's, so it was from something, but is it from something? I don't know. It caught my eye enough to be like, huh, it looks familiar. A year about Tailspin, that's 30 years ago. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. It's well drawn, the background works with the foreground and the colors and like the shadowing is like really good on that one. And I was glad to get that piece made. It was really, I like the idea of like, I just like a more like that background. Yeah, the writing's like how it like in the photo or like how the drawing and like the whole composition looks good. But I waste my time looking for the well. Have a good one, man. How's it going? Do you have a smaller print of the Trigun?
Yes, I do have a small print of the Trigun. They're only print on pieces, they're like thick, like a poster.
Okay.
I just make sure it smells. Since they're red, I'm like, I did. Would you like to get the Trigun?
Yeah, can I get the Trigun and the number 4, the Howl's Moving Castle Flying? Oh. And then can I get the One Piece one as well? I'll pay with cash. Here is... Thank you. Yep. Cool. Thank you.
number 36, and then a number 96, and then a number 95, 94, 99, and 91. So 36 you got, you have 99, 94. Oh, you already got 94. 91 you got 96. Yeah, 96. And then 95. It's alright. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you too. Have a good one. How's it going? You usually don't get a lot of people who make like new posters for like new like anime movies, so I always get interested. Yeah, so I was like, I went to go see that in theaters when it came out, and so yeah, I wouldn't expect like a lot of like vendors to like have it. So
I love that movie. I watched it like 4 times.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know it was gonna go to streaming, so like I gotta get as much as I can. So
I get that.
have you been to the artist alley?
Yeah, I bought a few things. Yeah, I try to. More than anything, more like than the vendor hall, I try to support artists by buying like art. And,
Oh, right on.
yeah,
I didn't know we had an artist alley over there. They said we had here, so.
yeah, I was looking like, oh, they put like a. I'm surprised they didn't put you in there.
My first time here, so I didn't know what to expect. I know
gotcha.
it was like right here, so alright.
Looks good. I like it. Definitely need more like unique and non like mainstream like art, you know. Looks good, man. All right, have a good one. Sorry. Suppose you have any Hatsune Miku's with from the Miku movie. Just joking.
I was about to say, I mean, technically they all are from the movie. But no, not specifically from the movie, but she is our all-loving goddess here, so.
Okay, that's fair. Support that.
My favorite is when she got added to Fortnite. People are like, oh dude, they finally made merchandise from Miku from Fortnite.
I was just happy they made a movie. I was
too.
you know, like a full-on, like something that everybody could see. So
Right,
it's not just like just a VR character, like and you know, popping up here and there.
right.
So
Like with all the students, kids, basically.
Yeah.
Like helping her out and stuff. And then right at the end, you got like a virtual show. It's really cool.
it was a good movie. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm a big Overlord fan, so anytime I see like Overlord,
It's like, ooh.
yeah,
When it comes to Overlord, most merchandise is albedo for
Yeah.
obvious reasons. But they did start, after season 4, they started making merchandise of Shalltear as well.
yeah.
How's it going? Good.
So we have a few different prints going on here, and we have our wheel of discounts, so it correlates to some discounts we have going on with the different prints. We also have our Gengar game, so reach in, pull out an egg, and whatever prize is in it, you get. It could be from a single card all the way up to one of the prizes here.
Okay. How much is a Goldie Roger print?
So the Gold Roger, so if no discount or anything, they are $8.
Okay.
And then if you say land on that discount, it could be as low as $6.40.
Okay.
Do you want to try your hand at it, see what it lands on?
Let's test our luck here. I don't know what that means.
Just go ahead, spin again.
I got bad luck.
So these ones are actually, that's 25% off the 11 by 17s.
Okay.
But like I said, if you wanted like the Gold Roger, the 8 by 10s, it's going to be $8.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get the Gold Roger and the Shanks?
Yeah. I will actually throw it out there as well. For the Shanks, we also have them in 11 by 17.
Okay. Yeah, it's small.
But
I'll take the small one.
If you want the 8 by 10, then we definitely have those as well.
Okay.
Did you want to do cash, card?
Let me double check because I've already spent a bunch of my cash. So, like, do I got exact change? I think I might have exact change.
I think it would be for those two. It'd be 16.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, 16.
1, 2, 3.
I just put it in one of those bags there. Because those are all the plastic ones that we have.
Would you take $15 in cash? I've spent all my cash and I.
Give him $1 off because he's buying 2. Just give us 15. Yeah, that works.
All right, I appreciate it.
Of course, brother. Thank you. I love the cosplay, by the way.
Thank you. I'm trying to plan my next one. I'm gonna go to Fanime. I have another cosplay that I normally wear, like at bigger cons.
Okay.
So I'll do a King Kai one, but that one's a little difficult because I'll either put face paint or I'll use like a ski mask for blue, and then unless it's a bigger con, I don't want to like wear it because like the paint starts bleeding.
Anime's not the biggest one, is it?
Like the largest like anime convention in the US, or
Which one is Fanime? Is that what you said you're going next?
yeah, Fanime's in San Jose.
Okay.
It's the second largest in California. So if you like ranked like cons by like size and attendance, You got AX, which is the largest in the United States. Then you have Fanime is the second largest for like attendance wise. Third would probably be ALA, and I think SAC Anime is probably like fourth.
Actually, that being said, I'll give you one of these because we're actually promoting our festival too.
Okay.
So, it's going to be November 1st, actually here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a few different trading card tournaments going on, and we're also going to have vendors, prizes, all that kind of stuff as well.
I've thought about getting into like the One Piece trading card game. I've seen it's so popular right now. I'm like, it'd be something I'd actually go into.
It's hard to get into because everything, all the prices are so inflated these days.
Yeah.
And, it can kind of be expensive, but it's so fun to play.
Yeah, I've gone a few like shops where they just sell merch and they have like trading card stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, there's really people playing like they're getting down with like some One Piece.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thank you.
No worries. Thanks, brother.
Probably another like half hour, an hour.
Okay, cool. I'll put my friends by then. Okay, I just wanted to ask because we're now trying to...
We do like a One Piece shoot? Or...
I just want to take a photo, but I just have...
yeah.
My friends usually take the photo for it.
Yeah, for sure. Let me know. All right.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll probably be around here. I'm thinking about grabbing some food.
Alright everybody, so we made it through the con. It was a good day. We bought some merch, took some pictures with some people. People recognized the cosplay. I had a good time. I'm happy. Comic-Cons are one of those childhood things that really stick with me. Anime sticks with me. Keeps in touch with my inner child, so it makes me happy having hobbies. So been a One Piece fan for a long time, so at least 21 years when they first came to the U.S. and premiered on 4Kids on the Fox channel. This was back when we had Saturday cartoons and Toonami, for those of you who remember that. So it's always a good time. One Piece is a great anime. I know it's a long one, not everybody wants to be in it or into it, so. But yeah, we got to see some cool stuff. This is just one of the many cons I like to go to. The next one I'm going to be at is Fanime. That one's going to be a great one. But we still got a long day ahead of us. I got to make it back home, finish out some laundry, get gas, go grocery shopping, work out, and then we got to go to job 2. And so it's a long weekend, long day, and my schedule's constantly busy. But I make some time to call people and socialize a little bit. But I like having stuff to do. I'm not a complete and total introverted anime fan, so there's that. Well, we made it here to Costco. We gotta get gas for both the vehicles, so we're gonna fill up both vehicles because the only time to do that is on the weekends. We're at Trader Joe's and there's like a ridiculous line. I don't even know what the line's for. It's nuts. Never seen a line like this at Trader Joe's. Might have something to do with like those bags that people like to collect. That is nuts. What is going on? What the heck? Nuts. Line just to get into Trader Joe's. So we bought a bunch of stuff, mostly fruits and vegetables and meats and proteins, so we're just gonna get that in the car. So we got our groceries into the house, everybody. Typically, this is something that's gonna last me about a month. A lot of the groceries I usually get are relatively healthy. I try to stay low carb. I got several types of salad. Very few processed things. I do like to use sauces, but I'll get like zucchini, bell pepper, cucumber, onions, broccoli, stuff that has fiber, protein, sometimes like waxy vegetables. I try to be mindful because as you get older, you have to be aware of what you're putting in your body. I try to limit my salt intake as much as possible. My dairy intake's low unless it's a probiotic, but I also need my protein. Whole proteins are good. I might do one day a week where I'm vegetarian. Rice and beans. Try to get a whole protein in. Maybe I'll add cheese that day. Other days I'll make stir fry, ground turkey stir fry, ground beef stir fry, chicken stir fry. Maybe I'll make a burrito bowl. I like to buy beans. Sometimes refried, sometimes black beans. There's several other things I can make. Tuna sandwiches. Love those. I try to be aware of eating too much bread. That's a challenge. Again, I'm not a small guy. I need food to be able to essentially keep my muscle, my strength, be able to keep moving and get my 10,000 steps daily. So those are all important things to consider when purchasing things. Now, I did get some chips. I'm not gonna lie, I need that sometimes. Not necessarily need, but I have cravings. Chips are a weakness. Fruits are good. Typically during like the warmer times of years, like today, it's still spring where I'm at, but it's also, there's a very short spring, and it's essentially summer right now. So what I'll do some days, I will make a protein berry smoothie. I do like to make sure I'm keeping on top of that. So today's been pretty busy so far. I have quite a bit still to get done. I got some gas in my car. I need to get gas in my SUV. To explain why it was so busy earlier, people are getting Mother's Day flowers, so that's why Trader Joe's is so busy. But being in California in general, Trader Joe's is the place to go for anybody between 20 and 50 years old. You know, the price for groceries are good, but they don't always just have stuff you can just pop in the microwave or pre-made stuff, so you'll have to use the ingredients that you can get. And typically I go in there knowing, okay, I'm going to make this throughout the month. I'll get rice, so a lot of rice, protein, vegetable combinations. So yeah, those are important things I take a look at when I go grocery shopping. So I'm going to put these groceries away and then I'll show you a little bit more of my weekend. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to showcase my collection of art. So I have quite a few things I've collected over the years. This is from a show. I used to work in the concert security field, just major events. These range from concerts to music festivals to political events to private events to events for major corporations where I had to sign NDAs. I've escorted billionaires' kids, millionaires, and all the like just doing security, so I have an extensive security background. At one point in time I was security supervisor, security manager, and I assisted with things. But more to what we have going on here, this is just a collection of all the art I've purchased over the years. I like to put things in here, and I need to organize this better, but there's just so much. As you can see, my love for One Piece. This is actually from Roswell, New Mexico. I took a trip there several years back when I was in Texas. I was visiting my cousin who lives in the Austin area. Yes, convenient. Austin area. My name's Austin. So that was a fun cross Texas New Mexico trip. This is from Austin, a place called Mesmerize. You ever been to Meow Wolf? Maybe you don't know what Meow Wolf is. Take some time to look it up. They have one in Santa Fe, New Mexico. They have one in Las Vegas. They have one in Houston, Dallas. They're between one in LA. They're between one in New York. So there's quite a bit of stuff in my collection. As you can see, what fandoms I like. Sometimes I actually just purchase art from artists that have interesting art. So we'll go through this. That time I got reincarnated slime, some cats, Overlord, Samurai Jack, Mandalorian. Cross-fictional stuff, multiverse stuff, Evangelion. If you don't know who this is, you're probably gonna grow up in the 90s, Cowboy Bebop. But I'll just quickly go through all of this and showcase what I have. I do need to fill up the smaller spaces with smaller posters, so I try not to buy large posters anymore. And this has been an ongoing project for quite some time. I do have quite a few fandoms that I enjoy. Some of these may be not safe for work kind of art things, but I try to typically purchase things that are safe for work. So these are animes, mangas that I've read, watched, gotten into, things that have kept my inner child alive for many, many, many years. There's a lot in here. And sometimes I buy similar items, similar characters, but with different art styles. Here there are even a few fandoms that wouldn't actually be anime. You ever seen What We Do in the Shadows? Love, 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 love the guy who created it. If you've seen Thor: Love and Thunder, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'll try to buy things to support independent artists because at one point in time I wanted to go into the art field. And if I do have some disposable income, extra income, I'll try to support them in some way that I can. So, different things. Some of these are a little off, and I need to fix them, but I'll get around that eventually. Yeah, some of them are a bit curvy. Now they tell me, hey Austin, you're an otaku, you're weeb. Yeah, this is not hentai, so I would definitely not bring this stuff to my place of work, either job, but there's some cool things I've collected over the years. This goes. This is an ongoing collection that I'm still building. Probably didn't see that because that was the curvy stuff. But